My name is Dr. Deborah Greene, and I'm a psychoanalyst in New York City. I've been in practice for about 35 years now, and in my office here on Central Park West. All my life I've been interested in the human mind and heart and how they function to make people live productive and happy lives. So I've been researching as long as I can remember. And I became very interested in studying the placebo effect, as it's called. And Aaron, you probably don't remember this, but that's how I happened to call you. I mentioned the word placebo, and someone thought that was important and that I should speak to you. So you explained about the Tesla energy lights, and I just had to have them. 18 months later, here I am. As I was working to integrate the Tesla energy lights into my practice, I was, of course, exposed to them, and indeed they affected me in a very positive way, and they literally transformed my life, because I realized, or remembered, I should say, who I was. I am an artist, I'm a musician. I'm a singer and a pianist and a teacher of music and a trainer of performing artists. I love acting also. So I founded a conservatory. It's called the New York Conservatory.
And how are they participating in the conservatory? What benefits are you getting from the lights in that regard?
Well, we're using them with the people who are training at the conservatory as artists. There's a great illustration of how the lights have helped artists. I had a young violinist who came to consult me in my office, but he had no energy for practicing, and he was very depressed because his mother was ill. She was suffering from leukemia, and she refused to be treated conventionally, but her alternative treatments were not helping, and she was weakening and dying. And this young man was so distracted, he was thinking of dying himself. But as it turned out, he used the lights here, we talked about it, and he convinced his mother to go to the hospital, where they decided that he could donate his own blood cells to her. And he did. He decided that he would use the lights daily so that he would be ready for this procedure in every way. And he in fact did this procedure, and his mother is doing well. She's out of the hospital, and she, as far as we know, is cancer-free. Now, what happened to him right after that is that he suddenly became inspired to practice, and he's turned into a virtuoso violinist almost overnight. That's the story. You need to know that I come from a family of famous musicians. My father was an opera singer and a conductor and a composer, and he became famous on Broadway as a conductor, an arranger, and a caster of Broadway musicals in the 50s. He won 2 Tony Awards as the producer, conductor, and choral director of The Music Man. He used to take Hollywood movie stars, which is common now, but at that time there were none. He would teach them how to sing in his vocal studio, and then he would cast them in Broadway shows, which he conducted. And I grew up in that environment around famous people like Cole Porter, Don Amici, the Gabor sisters, just as some examples. So, within the short time, maybe a little over a year that I've owned the Tesla energy lights, my life has completely changed. My practice is more effective. People experience faster and better improvements. I've founded a music conservatory, and I'm on a stage singing and playing, accompanying people, and putting my touch on artist training, which is just what I wanted to do my whole life. Well, I'm very much looking forward to the future, because I can already see from just one violinist and a few vocalists who are studying very hard and working with the lights and with me. I'm expecting to see some really wonderful musicians developing, performing artists, actors, and painters, and sculptors even, because we're interested in all forms of art. I give you permission to use this information for study and research purposes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.